On today's video, we are looking at sniper entries. We spoke about sniper entries the other day. I told you I was gonna get you a video on sniper entries. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, I think now is the best time for you to subscribe. If you've been following me back to back, you realize that this trade on GBP AUD, this was the first trade we caught. This is the second trade I also made mention of, which triggered us, and now we are in massive profits, okay? And all those who took the trades made so much money. So we are talking about 500 pips of profits, 1:11, okay? So I want us to work on a clean chart. This is the last trade we took on this pair that gave us a 1:4 last week, okay? It gave us a 1:5, sorry. This is the overall trade. The second, this is the first one. Okay, now I want us to work on sniper entries. When we talk about sniper entries, it doesn't mean it's something new or strange or we are adding some extra stuffs on the charts. No, it's simple. The same price action we've been using, okay? Like now, you realize that we're creating a downtrend, okay? So we had a downtrend coming down, okay? And at this point, we had an overall change of character and we started looking for price to give us a pullback for us to continue the move, okay? So before we get to that point, you know, I always like to mark out stops on the line charts for you to understand exactly what we are talking about. So this is what we are looking at, okay? I love uptrends, I don't know why. So we are looking at an uptrend. Let's say this is the 4 hours, okay? Now I want us to look at this move, this one, okay? This pullback, because we know that overall we are bullish, but we must have pullbacks during a bullish trend, okay? And now, since we are looking at this pullback, this is how it looks like, okay? You see price creating lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and maybe it creates equal highs, or it even sweeps out this low, or it creates a higher high. It all depends, okay? A higher low, sorry. And then what happens? It takes out the last swing high that was created. This is what we are looking for, okay? This is exactly what we are looking for. I want us to move this closer, and then, yeah. So this is exactly what we are looking for on the lower time frame, because we are looking for a sniper entry. All right, so this pullback, this is it, okay? Now what do? Once you see it, you then mark out these highs, okay? This will be your change of character, and at that point you start waiting for price to pull back on the lower time frame, okay? So if price decides to come back down, something like this, within this area, that's when you start looking for your entry. Now, imagine this happening and you see this on the 5 minutes, okay? Under normal circumstances, what's your strategy? We are not changing strategy. We are doing the same thing I taught you on our last video, how to spot buy entries, okay? So at this point, like I said, I'm going to give you a video on Fibonacci. At this point, you take your Fibonacci from the lows to the highs, and you realize that price has already given you a very deep retracement into somewhere around between 78.6 and 100% retracement, okay? Somewhere around there. And what do? You start waiting now for your confirmation. Is it an engulfing candlestick? Is it a pin bar? Is it whatever you use as confirmations? That's what you're looking for around this area, okay? So you're expecting that price should not take out this low, okay? And even if price decides to take out this last low should also be respected. This should not be taken out, okay? Because there are scenarios where price will choose to take out this, but this one is the last one where we expect price not to take. And what do? At that point, you know that you have to get your entry somewhere here, okay? You can decide to target where price started the pullback, okay? And then you have a tight stop loss. This is a 14 pips stop loss, targeting 122 pips, okay? So you can use something like this. And then that's a sniper entry, okay? That is a sniper entry. If price finally comes, give you an entry, and then you move the buys all the way up, okay? So that's exactly how sniper entries look like. Okay, that being said, I believe you've seen exactly what I'm talking about, and if we go now to the chart, you'll be able to catch up, okay? So let's get it going. All right, guys, now that we already know what we are looking for, take a screenshot of this, okay? And don't forget. Okay, let me take everything out. No, let me not. I shouldn't take it out. I shouldn't take it out. Let's just come back here. Now, this is the 4 hours time frame. So I want us to mark the zone in which we are working, okay? So between here and here, okay? This is what we are looking for to catch our sniper entries. Okay, now we've seen that on the 4 hours we are bullish, but something has happened. So let's go down to the 1 hour. From the 1 hour, we keep going down, okay? Because what matters most is the overall structure. So once the overall structure tells us we are bullish, then we are bullish, okay? So overall structure has told us we are bullish. And now what are we looking for? We are looking for an entry confirmation. So we start going down to the lower time frame to see if we can get the entry confirmation, okay? So you can go down as little as 1 minute, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, depending. So this is the zone we're working in, and I want us to focus more on this area because this is where the magic happens. That's where we get the sniper entries, okay? That's where we get the sniper entries. So we've marked out our area. This is the 1 hour time frame. So we go down now to the 15 minutes to see how clear the area is, okay? That's exactly what we want. Okay, I just hope price takes us all back to that area, because there are times when I'm not using the paid version of TradingView. That's why I'm not actually doing a back test, okay? So let's look at the 15 minutes closely. So if you notice, or if you look closely, you realize that price started creating lower highs and lower lows, okay, all the way from up coming down, right? And now on the 5 minute, we had a change of character. Let me see if we can go down to the 5 minutes. I just hope it takes us there. And if this video is helping you, because I believe most of my videos are helping you guys, because I've been receiving so many appreciation messages, testimony messages of people telling me they've just watched my videos and they are being able to make some profit in the financial market, which is so cool to hear. So if my videos are helping you, show some love by subscribing, and also tell me in the comment section if any of my videos have helped you. So you see, we cannot go further, but on the 5 minutes, we have a change of character, and you realize that even if you don't want to use this, okay, even if you don't want to use this as the first change of character, which came back, okay, you can now use this one. Let's mark it out so that you can see. Okay, the price will always give you multiple opportunities. So this is the highest point, price break. Okay, this is the lowest point we have. So what do? You extend it across, like I taught you on a previous video. So if you've not been following my videos, it's your fault, not mine. Okay, now the first thing is you take your Fibonacci. That's one of the confluences I'll teach you guys on one of our videos, from the lows to the highs, and you take it across and start looking. If price gets to 61.8, 50%, anywhere around there, you start looking for your entries. What happened? Price got to a 61.8 retracement level, all right? And at this point, what do we look for? We start looking for engulfing candlesticks because we are already in our golden zone. Okay, so we start watching closely. Shine your eyes, guys, because within this area, this is where you get your confirmation to buy, because we are bullish. Okay, so this is the first engulfing, and if this did not work, do you see this one? This is a powerful engulfing candlestick. We have this one, we have this one. Okay, let's take this. This is an engulfing, right? What do? You place your buy maybe at the close of the engulfing candlestick, and what do? You move your stop loss few pips below, okay, so that you should give it enough breathing space. I always say 20 pips. For those who have been following, I always take 20 pips. And then what do? I don't want to make the video too long. When I do a video like this, what I want you to do is go back on your charts and start following, trying to master exactly what I've taught you on the video. So we now go back to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, we go back to the 1 hour time frame. That's where you start choosing your targets. You can say, okay, I'm targeting this high where price started from. Okay, if you're targeting the high, that's a good move. Okay, you are not being greedy. This is where price started to give us the pullback. So you mark it out, and then that is a 1:7 risk to reward. Did it hit TP? Let's watch out. You got it. Okay, so that's how easy it is. And when price did this, it continued going up, up. And now when we had the next pullback, the assignment, come back to this area and also mark out the golden zone and watch how price change character, comes back, retest, and gives you your buy. Okay, this is it. It's very, very simple. So price comes back, gives you your buy, and then imagine the risk to reward. It's crazy. That's how you get sniper entries. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys, to keep building your understanding about market structure, about everything. So thank you. See you on the next video.